morning, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please join Lori Taylor in the singing of our national anthem?
Please join me. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It would have been very nice to hear that national anthem at least one time during the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Loyalist College of Applied Arts and Technology 2016 Convocation. My name is John McMahon, and as Senior Vice President, Academic and Student Success, it is my pleasure to act as Master of Ceremonies for this morning's exercises. Now, before we begin, I would ask that you check to ensure that phones and other electronic devices are turned off until the conclusion of the ceremony. As well, in the event of a fire alarm, your exit routes are located behind me, through the doors on my left and the doors at the back of the auditorium. Follow the exit signs out of the college, and once outside, please proceed to move away from the building. Now, this morning, we're recognizing graduates of the School of Health, Human, and Justice Studies. Interpreting this morning's ceremony are Heidi Taus and Judy Jeffrey. Today's convocation ceremony will be simulcast in the Student Center, the Shark Tank, located downstairs on the first floor. I would remind graduates that they are to return to their seats once they have received their diplomas or certificates until the convocation is completed, and that is a courtesy to others. We understand that some of you just may wish to take a picture of your graduate at the eventful moment. If you do, I ask that at the appropriate time you go by way of the back of the hall, down the side aisle to your right, and wait in the alcove on this side of the wall so that you're not obstructing the view of other members of the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to introduce June Hagerman, Chair of the Board of Governors, who will officially open convocation.
Good morning. As we open today's proceedings, I would like to recognize that we are holding this ceremony on the traditional territories of the Mohawks of the Bay of Quinte. I declare the 49th Convocation of Loyalist College officially opened. On behalf of the Board of Governors, it is my privilege to welcome you to this day of celebration and to extend a special welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, Andre Picard, and to you, our graduates, the Loyalist College class of 2016. This is an important day, and all of us are delighted to share this celebration with you. Convocation is an occasion when the entire college community, family, friends, and supporters come together to honor you, our graduates. As Loyalist College governors, we take tremendous pride in our service to the students and the college community. Most of you know that we participate in a lot of meetings. However, what you might not know is how we take great pleasure in being a part of Loyalist College life. Here are just a few highlights that we have enjoyed over the year. Observing, learning, and action by the students and faculty. Being inspired by the energy and excitement that it generates, whether it is in the classroom, the gym, the resource centers, the computer hub, labs, or technical shops and workstations. Your determination to succeed is written all over your faces. Listening to your stories, whether it be to adjusting to new life as an international student, the challenges of continuing your education while meeting financial and family obligations, or bursting with pride with your award-winning accomplishments. Your stories confirm for us the importance of maintaining program excellence while providing exceptional services and support. Being reminded by our community partners and employers the high regard and respect that they have for our graduates. We are proud that Loyalist grads have achieved successful employability skills and training in order to be productive, contributing citizens in our community and region. Walking the Loyalist College halls the other day, I stopped to watch a slideshow entitled, "Congratulations, Class of 2016. On one of the slides, it stated a quote by American author Henry David Thoreau. It read, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined." We all have professional and personal dreams, but where do we find the confidence to pursue them? I believe your confidence begins today with your well-deserved diploma in hand. I believe the supporters who surround you, whether it be faculty members, family, and friends, will continue to encourage you. I believe in you, your passion, your commitment to hard work, and your belief that you will succeed. Dream, begin the dream, but most importantly, always persevere to obtain your dream. Just because your ship doesn't come to shore, you can still swim out to it, even if you have to wear water wings. Remember, live the life that you imagined. Our congratulations to you, Class of 2016. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Hagerman. I would now like to call upon President Piercy, who will address the graduates and introduce our speaker for today. President Piercy.
Thank you, Vice President McMahon. Chair Hagerman, Mr. Picard, members of the board, distinguished guests, Loyalist colleagues, graduating class of 2016, family and friends, good morning and welcome. We have many wonderful special guests with us today. I would just like to take a moment to welcome my husband, Michael Piercy, who's joining me, and also to mention and introduce two very special colleagues who are joining us this morning. Earlier in my term as president, I had the privilege of serving as honorary colonel of 8 Air Communication and Control Squadron at CFB Trenton for 4.5 years. The Gypsies, as they are affectionately known, are a unit of highly skilled men and women who can set up and provide air traffic control and communications for a networked airfield pretty well anywhere there is solid ground on the planet, whether it's on a chaotic airfield in Haiti in support of a humanitarian mission or 750 kilometers south of the North Pole at a Canadian Forces Station Alert. They are exceptional people who often have to leave their families on very short notice to perform their important work. Representing the unit this morning are Commanding Officer Major Alan Ferris and Master Warrant Officer Michael Chapman of 8 ACCS. I know there would be many in today's audience who are members of the Canadian Forces or who have friends or family members who are. I'm going to ask my 8 ACCS colleagues to stand, please, and I'd like the audience, please join me in showing our appreciation for these wonderful individuals and the important work they and their colleagues do every day for us and for Canada. Thank you. Thank you very much. Convocation is the ultimate celebration in the life of Loyalist College. It is a celebration for you, our graduates, and it is the result of the efforts of many members of the college who all take great pride in their roles. The faculty and staff who have worked with you to help you succeed, and others throughout the college who have prepared for this event. That includes everyone in the college community, but especially the Registrar and Enrollment Services team, the facilities team, and my office staff, and thank you to all. Graduates, this is your day, and we want to congratulate you and to thank you for choosing Loyalist for this part of your life's journey. We know that many of you decided to come to Loyalist because of the excellence of our faculty and staff. You have told us that the Loyalist experience is special, one through which you've been able to learn and grow and thrive. The most important lessons that you have learned are those that will help you advance to the next phase in your life and your career, where you will be applying the skills and knowledge which you have developed here. You are joining a great family of Loyalist alumni, a family with 40,000 members. I am very proud to be a Loyalist graduate, and I am always impressed by the fact that Loyalist grads are everywhere, contributing to their professions and their communities, early childhood educators, health sciences and human services professionals. The examples are endless, and Loyalist connections improve life in business and society throughout Ontario, across Canada, and around the globe. Members of the graduating class, today you will be officially awarded your certificate, diploma, or advanced diploma. And again, our heartfelt congratulations to each of you. You did it. Of course, it's important to remember that you have not accomplished this milestone, the attainment of a post-secondary credential, all on your own. Look around. There, as they have always been, are your parents, dedicated Loyalist professors and staff, significant others, community partners, children, relatives, and friends. And I'm going to ask for another rise by the graduating class. I want you to please stand and give these supporters a standing ovation. I know you know they deserve it, and it will be heartfelt. So graduating class, please thank your supporters. Thank you to each and every one of the supporters. We couldn't do it without you. Again, we are all very proud of you. We're here to share your celebration and, of course, to wish you continuing success as Loyalist graduates. Your alumni family and all of us will say, keep in touch. As you leave the stage today, representatives of our Alumni Association are here to congratulate you. Lasting Connections, our alumni publication, is one way in which we will keep in touch, as well as through regular e-letters and other communication. And graduates, we will find you. I am sure that you will find your Loyalist connections are links that will endure and strengthen throughout your personal and professional lives. We hope that you will stay up to date with college activities through our website and stay engaged with conversation through social media by following any of our channels at Loyalist College. There are lots of ways to stay in touch. And last, but certainly not least, take advantage of all the potential that your life has to offer. You have prepared yourself to make a significant difference in your world. We have the privilege of living in this wonderful country with all of its freedoms and opportunities. As citizens, we each have a responsibility to try to make society better through our commitments and our contributions and engagement. And with all the challenges the world faces today, in our environment, in our economy, in every arena, your skills and talents are urgently needed. Get involved, keep inspiring us and all those around you, and keep your skills sharp by becoming a lifelong learner. We will welcome you back at any time, in person or online. Graduating class, enjoy every moment of this very special day. On behalf of the entire Loyalist family and community, we offer you our best wishes for a bright, happy, and rewarding future. It is now my privilege to introduce our guest speaker for this morning. Mr. Andre Picard is the health columnist at the Globe and Mail, where he's been a staff writer since 1987. He's the author of 4 books, most recently, The Path to Healthcare Reform, Policies and Politics. Mr. Picard has received much acclaim for his writing, including the Michener Prize for Meritorious Public Service Journalism and the Hyman Solomon Prize for Public Policy Journalism. He is an 8-time finalist for the National Newspaper Award, which is Canada's Pulitzer Prize, and a recipient of the Centennial Prize of the Pan American Health Organization as the top health journalist in 17 countries of the Americas. In 2010, he was named Canada's first public health hero by the Canadian Public Health Association. In addition to writing about health and fitness and policies related to those important issues, Mr. Picard practices what he preaches. He has run more than 75 marathons and half marathons. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker for this morning, a distinguished Canadian, Mr. Honorary Picard.
Madam President, thank you for those very kind words. I see you got the email from my mum. Great. Madam Chair, invited guests, alumni, proud parents, friends, and of course graduates, thank you for the warm welcome here today. And a special thanks to the ALS interpreters. It's a great honor to address Convocation for the School of Health, Human, and Justice Studies. Like you, I'm really excited to get a diploma, but I didn't have to do any homework to get mine. It's great. As I look at the audience, I look at you in your dashing gowns. What do I see? I see future paramedics, personal support workers, licensed practical nurses, recreation and leisure workers, social workers, and many, many more careers that we can only imagine. And there's only one thought that keeps running through my head, aside from how good looking you all are. I keep wondering, what the hell are you doing just sitting there? You've got to get off your butts and get to work. You have to get out there into communities from coast to coast to coast, into people's homes, into rec centers, into nursing homes, long-term care facilities. You need to get into the courts and the prisons and our schools and our hospitals. You have to get out there and deliver care and seek justice where people live, where they need it. You have to get out there now because you're so desperately needed. And I know because I've been out there in the system for decades. But first, before you get to work, enjoy this day. And I promise you I'll be brief because I know what you really want is your diploma. You don't want to listen to me. Now, like me, you probably hear a lot of negative things about our healthcare system. It's one of the popular topics of discussion in Canada. We hear that it's unsustainable, that there isn't enough money, there aren't enough doctors, there are too few hospital beds, the aging population is bankrupting us, and so on and so forth. For the most part, these things are simply not true. We spend a lot of money on healthcare, about $220 billion this year. We spend more money per person on healthcare than almost any other country in the world. We have more doctors and nurses, both per capita and in absolute numbers, than we've ever had in our history. We don't need more money as much as we need to spend our health dollars smarter. We don't need more doctors, we need more personal support workers. We don't need more hospitals, we need more community care. We don't need more pills, we need more nutrition and activity and rehab programs. We don't need to spend more on sickness care, we need to do a lot more to help people stay healthy. We shouldn't blame people for getting old, that's shameful. We should celebrate and honor our elders with community-based programs to prevent falls and by combating the epidemic of loneliness, among other things. We need to invest in education and housing and basic income and childcare, a healthy environment, safe workplaces, because these are what really have an impact on our health, not just sickness care. As you heard in the introduction, I'm a journalist. I've been writing about healthcare for about 30 years now, longer than certainly most of the graduates have been alive. I've written about groundbreaking medical advances. I've seen spectacular technology arrive. I've chatted with patients while surgeons fiddle with their brains. I've held human organs like kidneys in my hand as they're making the journey from donor to transplant recipient. I've also written about some of the most horrific scandals and failures you can imagine. About the tainted blood tragedy that killed more than 30,000 Canadians. The thalidomide scandal, where we poisoned pregnant women and left their deformed and disabled children to suffer in poverty for 50 years. The Vioxx scandal, where a drug that promised better pain relief actually killed thousands of people from heart disease, and countless other small-scale failures. I've written about budgeting and restructuring and contract negotiations and health accords and constitutional divisions of power and other dreadfully boring stuff about the structure and administration of healthcare. But what I've learned over all these years, over all these stories, is that there's only one thing that really matters. There's only one thing that makes the difference between success and failure, between triumph and tragedy, between good care and bad care. And that one thing is people. People like today's graduates. There are about 1.1 million health and social workers in Canada. There are more people working in healthcare than in transportation and mining and forestry combined in Canada. They say that our economy is built on natural resources, but it's actually built on people, on brain power, people helping other people. You've all chosen the helping professions. Medicare is part of our social contract, part of our national fabric. But Medicare isn't just doctors and hospitals. Of those 1.1 million health and social workers, only 80,000 are doctors, 7%. Another 240,000 are nurses, about 22%. 70% of healthcare workers are neither doctors nor nurses, even though they get all the attention and almost all the money. The other 70% are the others. You are, for the most part, the all-important others. You all know about the Great Pyramids of Egypt. They've been around for almost 5,000 years. The reason they're still around is because they have a strong base. They're built on a strong, unshakable foundation. Healthcare is like that. It's not the select few workers at the top that matter. It's those at the bottom and in the middle who are holding up the whole system day after day. We often take that base, those who do the heavy lifting in healthcare, literally and figuratively, we often take them for granted. We think of paramedics as nothing more than ambulance drivers rather than lifesavers. We dismiss social workers as paper pushers and forget that they rescue children from abuse every day. We forget that a good practical nurse prevents infections, saves lives. We pay PSWs less than we pay Tim Hortons workers. It's perverse. Let me say a few words about the patients you'll have the privilege of caring for. A little bit about patient-centered care. That term is bandied about a lot these days. It's a popular buzzword. But what does it mean? The Institute of Medicine defines patient-centered care as follows: care that is respectful and responsive to individual patient preferences, needs, and values. That's a nice and inspiring definition, but it's also pretty vague. You've probably heard the expression, I don't know anything about art, but I know what I like. Patient-centered care is a bit like that. People know it when they experience it, and they really know what it is when they don't experience, when they're failed by the system or by people. In many ways, I think the concept of patient-centered care is more easily expressed in aphorisms or slogans than in a formal definition. The needs of the patient come first. That's the tagline of the world-famous Mayo Clinic. Every patient is the only patient. Those words are carved in granite above the front entrance of Harvard Hospital. Nothing about me without me is the rallying cry of patient activists today. But the best definition of patient-centered care that I've ever heard is the simplest: giving a patient a better day. When all is said and done, that's what health is all about. Not performing miracles, but making one patient feel a little better for a little bit of time. That's what you should aspire to. A paramedic or a PSW or a leisure worker has as much power to change a person's life as a doctor or a nurse practitioner, and certainly more than a politician or a journalist. And you know what? You have as much greater chance of changing a person's life because so much of your work is going to be hands-on. You're going to be present in a way that doctors and nurses often are not. So please respect the power that you're going to be given. In the years to come, you're going to be called upon to do a lot of work, a lot of hard work, sometimes more work than a human being can be reasonably expected to do. That's what we expect of our healthcare workers. And you're going to have some crappy days along the way, and you're going to have some good days. But please don't ever take it out on your patient or their family members, because I can guarantee you that they'll be having a crappier day than you, no matter how bad yours is. When someone is sick, when they're in hospital or a nursing home or a long-term care facility, or when you're going into their homes to care for them, they're scared. Many of them are really scared and alone. They don't care about the fancy titles or the letters after your name or your diploma. They care about how you treat them as a human being. What does your patient want? What are his or her goals? Those are the questions that have to guide your work. For some, the goal is to address their acute healthcare problems, to heal them. But many or most of your patients will be older. They'll have a number of chronic conditions. Many of them will be near the end of life. Their goals are different. They're not going to be cured. You have to focus on their quality of life, of making the days that are left matter. They want to be at home. They don't want to fall. They don't want to be in pain. They don't want to be a burden. They don't want to be alone. They don't expect miracles, but they would like some respect. Most people don't fear dying. They fear losing their autonomy and their dignity. They don't care about metrics or age-adjusted mortality rates or fancy genomic testing or all that stuff that you've learned about in the classroom. They want to be listened to. They want to be heard. They want you to look them in the eyes, not with pity, but with compassion. They crave a human connection, not just care, but caring. That's your challenge. The very best medicine you can offer your patients is a listening ear. The very best treatment you can offer them is a compassionate heart. The diploma you're going to receive shortly is not just a piece of paper. It's a pledge. It's a pledge to do your best for every patient every single day. So please honor it, and along the way, honor yourself by doing so. Now get out there and get to work, and thank you very much.
I would like to thank Andre Picard for joining us on this very special occasion and delivering such a memorable address to the graduating class of 2016. I am pleased to announce that the Board of Governors, by virtue of the authority invested in it, has authorized me to award Andre Picard the highest tribute of Loyalist College, an honorary diploma in applied arts in recognition of his distinguished career, achievements as a well-respected author and award-winning journalist in the field of public policy and public service, dedicated to the improving health care for all Canadians. Loyalist College is privileged to have Andre Picard address Convocation 2016 and accordingly pays to him its highest academic tribute. Thank you very much. Here we are.
Now I'd like to invite Mr. George Redham, President of the Loyalist College Alumni Association, to say a few words.
Thank you, Vice President McMahon. I am very pleased to be here along with some of my fellow Alumni Association executive members. We are here to welcome graduates to the alumni family and to congratulate you on your achievements. With the strong foundation provided by your program at Loyalist College, we know that you will be successful in your chosen fields. We will be presenting you with a small memento on behalf of the association and remind you to stay in touch with your classmates, faculty, and college. As graduates, you will receive the Lasting Connections publication and regular monthly e-letters to keep you up to date with college news. This will include information about the benefits available to you through the college, such as ongoing access to career and alumni services and various affinity programs. Please remember to provide updated contact information whenever you move. And you can always contact the alumni office through loyalistcollege.com. Again, on behalf of all Loyalist College alumni, congratulations and all the best in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the formal part of our ceremony where the certificates, diplomas, advanced diplomas, and awards will be presented. President Piercy, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for certificates, diplomas, and advanced diplomas by successfully completing curricula offered by the School of Health, Human, and Justice Studies at Loyalist College. They have been recommended by the faculty to be awarded certificates or diplomas in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Loyalist College, I do hereby confer on our graduates their respective Ontario College certificates, diplomas, and advanced diplomas with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
President Piercy, on behalf of the graduates not present, I request that you confer their certificates and diplomas in absentia.
I so do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Brooks Cathcart, Dean of the School of Health, Human, and Justice Studies, will oversee the conferring of diplomas. During the next part of the program, we will be presenting the graduates for the Health Science and Human Studies programs who will proceed across the stage to receive congratulations from the President or myself and a member of the Board of Governors. In order that we can clearly hear everyone's name, we ask your cooperation in withholding your applause until each group has been presented. Those taking photographs are asked to use the designated area to the left of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Karen Brooks Cathcart.
Thank you, Senior Vice President McMahon. Governor Allen, it's my pleasure to present the recipients of Ontario College certificates, diplomas, and awards in personal support worker, fitness and health promotion, and recreation and leisure services programs. For graduates of the personal support worker program, Sophia Bartkowski, Dean's List. Emily Ben. Kelsey Bernhardt. Teresa Brady, Dean's List. Danielle Derrick. Chantel Golden, Dean's List. Mary Hennick, Dean's List. Bethany Hoekstra. Jonathan Hubbs. Ashley Jeffs. Jessica Johnson Parks, Dean's List. Kelly Lalande. Marianne Levasseur. Yangchen Lamo. Robin Lidster. Shelby McMillan. Joanne Mainland, Dean's List. Stephanie McCarthy, Dean's List. Hillary McQuaid, Dean's List. Kathleen Meany, Dean's List. Sydney Morris. Hannah Muir, Dean's List. Amaka Anwa. Rihanna Paquette. Linda Chevalier. Linda is the recipient of the Local 175 UFCW Health Office and Professional Employees Award for proficiency in studies and clinical practice. Haley Shields. Kayla Slonwhite. Dean's List. That was important. Paige Stonefish, Dean's List. Kimberly Taylor. Chantal Trudeau, Dean's List. Kirsten Van Nest. Kirsten is the recipient of the Barbara Siebert Floyd Award for Academic Achievement in the Personal Support Worker Program. Bree Varley DeMarco, Dean's List. Amber Wise. Tina Witten, Dean's List. Congratulations to our graduates of the Personal Support Worker Program. And introducing graduates of the Fitness and Health Promotion Program, Paul Andrews. Emily Brown, Dean's List. Megan Cooper, Dean's List. Cody Harton. Montana Lamb, Dean's List. Montana is the recipient of the Fitness and Health Promotion Contribution and Leadership Award for demonstrating a positive attitude and has displayed leadership skills during their time in the Fitness and Health Promotion Program. Leticia Lopez, Dean's List. Jesslyn Lunny. Colton Martin. Kaylee Morris. Yuan Nicholson. Shoshana Perrin, Dean's List. Jillian Robinson, Dean's List. Amanda Scriver. Bradley Thompson, Dean's List. Cynthia Tromp, Dean's List. Bailey White. Ashley Yateman. Congratulations to graduates of the Fitness and Health Promotion Program. Graduates of the Recreation and Leisure Services Program, Taylor Bowden. Morgan Code. Heather Denny, Dean's List. Heather is the recipient of the Recreation and Leisure Services Faculty Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement in the Recreation and Leisure Services Program. Allison Guthrie, Dean's List. Matthew Leduc. Catherine Madden, Dean's List. Catherine is the recipient of the Recreation and Leisure Services Contribution and Leadership Award for demonstrating a positive attitude and leadership skills during their time in the Recreation and Leisure Services program. Brock Montgomery. Dawn Smithson. Emily Taylor. Jennifer Thompson. Congratulations. Michaela Thurston. Congratulations to our graduates from the Recreation and Leisure Services program. And thank you, Governor Allen. Governor Patel, it is my pleasure to present recipients of Ontario College diplomas and awards in paramedic and practical nursing programs. Introducing graduates of the paramedic program, Roger Clark, Dean's List. Irene Dixon McLaren, Dean's List. Irene is the recipient of the Paramedic Faculty Award for a graduating student who has been recognized for most improvement on demonstrated skills in the paramedic diploma program. Nathan Dudley, Dean's List. Jonathan Massey, Dean's List. Sarah Rawlingson, Dean's List. Kyle Schumacher, Dean's List. Catherine Simmers. Brittany Wydell, Dean's List. Brittany is the recipient of the County of Lennox and Addington Ambulance and Emergency Services Award for a graduating student who has demonstrated the attribute of excellence in the practical component of the paramedic diploma program. Michael Wilson, Dean's List. Congratulations to graduates of the paramedic program. And introducing graduates of the practical nursing program. Jody Adair, Dean's List. Jody is the recipient of the Audrey I. Williams Practical Nursing Award for academic proficiency in the practical nursing program. Kimberly Alkenbrack. Alexandra Brown. Cassandra Bush, Dean's List. Brett Buxton. And company. Emma Carmichael. Melanie Carr, Dean's List. Shannon Champagne, Dean's List. Julia Shabar. Brittany Cook. Brittany Duhane, Dean's List. Brittany is the recipient of the Kay Stafford Memorial Award for pursuing a career in the healthcare field, volunteering in her community, and a good role model for fellow students. Lindsay Dunlop. Megan Dustin. Chandel Farley, Dean's List. Stephanie Gagnon. Megan Gibbs. Cheryl Gorley. Anna Catherine Halloran, Dean's List. Anna Catherine is the recipient of the Registered Practical Nurses Association of Ontario Award for Overall Excellence and Strong Leadership Ability. Rebecca Hammond, Dean's List. Cody Harris. Carly Hayes. Hannah Healy. Hannah is the recipient of the Practical Nurse Proficiency Award for Scholastic Achievement in the Practical Nursing Program, donated by Quinte Healthcare Corporation Board of Directors. Leslie Johnson. Caitlin Kearney. Lindsay Kelly. Danielle Labrosse. Lindsay Lamoureux. Riel Lloyd. Jacob Lucas. Kara Macklin. Rebecca McCauley. Brianna McEwen. Brianna Miller. Allison Moses, Dean's List. Allison is the recipient of the Practical Nursing Proficiency Award for Scholastic Achievement in the Practical Nursing Program donated by Elsevier Canada. Jessica Murphy, Dean's List. Catherine Naslin, Dean's List. Megan O'Neill. Megan Ormerode, Dean's List. Ashley Parks, Dean's List. Sarah Patterson, Dean's List. Sarah is the recipient of the Audrey I. Williams Practical Nursing Award for academic proficiency in the Practical Nursing Program. Mebo Proud. Mebo is the recipient of the Local 175 UFCW Health Office and Professional Division Award for proficiency in studies and clinical practice in the Practical Nursing Program. Dylan Quinn. Diane Ramroop. Brianna Roffey, Dean's List. Sylvia Sayarvi. Elizabeth Siciliano, Dean's List. David Thompson. Christine Vandertoorn. Zachary Vaspori. Sarah Wanamaker, Dean's List. Tyler Weber. Chelsea Webster, Dean's List. Ashley West, Dean's List. Congratulations to graduates of the Practical Nursing Program. And thank you, Governor Patel. Governor Tremblay. It's my pleasure to present recipients of Ontario College Diplomas and Awards in Developmental Services Worker. Funmilola Ayayi, Dean's List. Alexandra Baldwin, Dean's List. Nisha Bassi, Dean's List. Nisha is the recipient of the Harry Culpers Award for demonstrating a high degree of commitment and dedication while maintaining a high academic standard and professional integrity. Chloe Bedwell, Dean's List. Megan Cairns. Megan is the recipient of the Eric Caulfield Award for demonstrating integrity, professionalism, and respect for people with handicaps. Stephen Carmichael. Stephen is the recipient of the Quinney Vocational Support Services Award for providing training and support to persons who are employment disadvantaged and demonstrates employment equity. Caitlin Coltman. Courtney Davidson, Dean's List. Natasha Dobson. Natasha is the recipient of the Community Living Belleville and Area Award in partnership with McDougall Insurance and Financial for a graduating student who has completed a placement with Community Living Belleville and Area and who best exemplifies the philosophy of a person-directed support. Nicole Dumansky, Dean's List. Heather Ferry, Dean's List. Stephanie Farrell. Paula Fillion, Dean's List. Crystal Gagne, Dean's List. Crystal is the recipient of the Dale Coughlin Award for a student who has made a significant contribution in promoting self-advocacy, self-determination, inclusion, and participation in all aspects of community living. Jennifer Graves. Amanda Harton, Dean's List. Jesse Hutter, Dean's List. Sherry Kelly, Dean's List. Sherry is the recipient of the George Leacock Memorial Award, presented to a graduate who demonstrates initiative and creativity in assisting individuals to achieve self-empowerment and independence. Courtney Leggett. Ellen McLean, Dean's List. Amy Lee Massey Gruntz. Victoria Misuya, Dean's List. Megan Patton. Holly Reed Fleming, Dean's List. Ashley Reed. Heather Robinson, Dean's List. Heather is the recipient of the Bernard Heidinger Memorial Award for proficiency and leadership in the Developmental Services Worker Program. Jessica Rudkin, Dean's List. Caitlin Sanford. Melissa Shearer, Dean's List. Amber Lynn Spafford. Keely Stuckless, Dean's List. Madison 2, Dean's List. Madison is the recipient of the Carolyn Orrick Award for a student that portrays the ability to recognize and celebrate people's gifts. Kimberly Ann Wadforth. Tiffany Wall, Dean's List. Carrie Whitfield, Dean's List. Brent Wilcox, Dean's List. Congratulations to graduates of the Developmental Services Worker Program. And thank you, Governor Tremblay. Governor Rutledge, it's my pleasure to present recipients of Ontario College diplomas and awards in early childhood education. Megan Atherton. Jessica Borden Bristol. Sarah Bro, Dean's List. Debbie Cairns, Dean's List. Jenna Carrera. Ji-Ye Choi, Dean's List. Stacy Coe. Sherry Coles. Jacqueline Corriveau, Dean's List. Laura Del Greco. Julianne de Riviere, Dean's List. Kelsey Barnes, Dean's List. Kira Detler, Dean's List. Jessica Donatouche, Dean's List. Amber Hope Duffy, Dean's List. Melissa Dugas, Dean's List. Kiana Evans. Sadie Ferguson. Brittany Fox, Dean's List. Emma Gunning. Zachary Hines. Elisa Marie Holmes. Ashley Hope Dean's List. Mary Hughes. Natalie Joubert Cabaco, Dean's List. Oh, thank you. Michelle Misley. Molly Keeler, Dean's List. Molly is the recipient of the Quinte Early Childhood Educators Award for congeniality and commitment to working with her peers. Kelsey King. Jessica Landry. Kaylee Lavoie, Dean's List. Sasha Legrand. Samantha Lowe, Dean's List. Diana McKee. Courtney Main. Rayanne Marshall. Carrie McCutcheon, Dean's List.
Yeah, Gary! Woo!
Frankie McNaughton. Frankie is the recipient of the Pam Kemp Memorial Award for a graduate in the ECE program who is congenial and has demonstrated a commitment to working with her peers. Jennifer Muir. Jessica Mulholland Sedard, Dean's List. Kausar Nasreen. Carolyn Nichols. Marcy O'Connor, Dean's List. Riley O'Connor. Caitlin O'Sullivan, Dean's List. Helen Oak. Maria Patsinis. Kayla Quate. Crystal Sharbet. Crystal is the recipient of the Association for Early Childhood Education Belleville and District Branch Award for significant improvement in placement assignments. Elizabeth Sharp, Dean's List. Crystal Shaw. Amanda Smith, Dean's List. Amanda is the recipient of the Quinte Early Childhood Educators Award for congeniality and commitment to working with her peers. Mirella Stefanescu. Carissa Stewart, Dean's List. Olivia Thompson, Dean's List. Jenna Tucker, Dean's List. Colin Thompson. Haley Ulrich, Dean's List. Riley Vio. Renee Young, Dean's List. Congratulations to graduates of the Early Childhood Education Program. And thank you, Governor Rutledge. Governor McKinnon, it is my pleasure to present the recipients of Ontario College diplomas, advanced diplomas, and awards in social service worker and child and youth care. Graduates of Social Service Worker Program, Chantal Allure. Dean's List. Ashford Arthur. Seema Aslam, Dean's List. Melissa Asselstein, Dean's List. Delaney Barnes, Dean's List. Delaney is the recipient of the Bayfield Treatment Center's Award for a student who exhibits a strong interest and competence in youth residential care. Megan Beatty, Dean's List. Megan is the recipient of the Faculty Union of Loyalist College Award for academics and college and community involvement. Kendra Bickford. Paige Boomhauer, Dean's List. Abby Board, Dean's List. Braden Boucher. Rebecca Brandt, Dean's List. Jessica Brewer. Erin Brooke, Dean's List. Erin is the recipient of the Youth Habilitation Quinte Incorporated Award for an outstanding student who has volunteered their services to our community. Leah Bunnett, Dean's List. Well done. Alana Burke, Dean's List. Shannon Cormier, Dean's List. Rebecca Cornier, Dean's List. Trevor Crawley. Lisa Davies, Dean's List. Mackenzie Egan, Dean's List. Christopher Empey, Dean's List. Lauren Ferguson, Dean's List. Lauren is the recipient of the United Way of Quinte Award for the Best All-Round Student in the Social Service Worker Program. Michelle Fleming. Tara Gandier, Dean's List. Michelle Gavin. Rebecca Grattan. Madison Graves. Brittany Green Beauregard. Brandy Grosel, Dean's List. Brandy is the recipient of the United Way of Quinte Award for Best All-Round Student in the Social Service Worker Program. Gabriel Guadagnine, Dean's List. Caitlin Keach, Dean's List. Nika Quizera, Dean's List. Katrina Landon, Dean's List. Jeremy LaPlante, Dean's List. Emily Legere, Dean's List. Casey Mader. Alicia McDonald, Dean's List. Sherry McCain, Dean's List. Amy Meeking, Dean's List. Sarah Moon, Dean's List. Joshua Partridge, Dean's List. Joshua is the recipient of the Bayfield Treatment Center's Award for a student who exhibits a strong interest and competence in youth residential care. Caitlin Poole, Dean's List. Tracy Provo, Dean's List. Kimberly Rabashaw, Dean's List. Darcy Reed, Dean's List. Tiffany Sagal, Dean's List. Sarah Shutt Kamstra, Dean's List. Brandy Simmons, Dean's List. Michaela Stewart, Dean's List. Joshua Thompson, Dean's List. Becky Todd, Dean's List. Jeanette Vanden Eykel, Dean's List. Hayden Walker. Robin Walker, Dean's List. Shaylin War, Dean's List. Carissa Westbrook, Dean's List. Congratulations to graduates of the Social Services Worker Program. Graduates of the Child and Youth Care Program. Shelley Ayers, Dean's List. Shelley is a recipient of the Herbert and Ruth Young Scholarship Award for outstanding achievement and participation in college life. Brianna Baker, Dean's List. Jessica Bassett, Dean's List. Jessica Bell, Dean's List. Brayton Brennan. Kaylin Brillinger, Dean's List. Shannon Burley, Dean's List. Corey Buscard. Megan Butler, Dean's List. Megan is the recipient of the United Way of Quinte Award for the Best All-Round Student in the Child and Youth Care Program. Jenny Crow, Dean's List. Jennifer Desjardins, Dean's List. Jennifer Durant, Dean's List. Ricky Ann Dwyer, Dean's List. Jared Ellis, Dean's List.
Yeah, Jared! Woo!
Brenda Galt. Mariah Goodpool, Dean's List. Brittany Guthrie, Dean's List. Naomi Hodgson, Dean's List. Tiana Knight, Dean's List. Don LaCroix. Hillary Lush. Gabriella McDonald. Jocelyn Masterson. Christina McCourt, Dean's List. Chantal McDougall, Dean's List. Gavin Moore. Hannah Mora. Sydney Mulridge, Dean's List. Stephen Pokaki. Kristen Prevost. Erica Roy. Jessica Sandeep, Dean's List. Jessica is the recipient of the Amanda Latham Award for a graduating student who has shown perseverance, patience, and courage in overcoming difficult and extenuating circumstances to complete their program. Lauren Saunier, Dean's List. Ashley Storms, Dean's List. Ibun Tomiwa. Jessica Tompkins. Lauren Tremstra, Dean's List. Lauren is the recipient of the Faculty Union of Loyalist College Award for Academics and College and Community Involvement. Whitney Wellman, Dean's List. Christine Willis, Dean's List. Christine is the recipient of the United Way of Quinte Award for the Best All-Round Student in the Child and Youth Care Program. Thank you, Governor McKinnon. This concludes the conferring of diplomas for Health Sciences and Human Studies programs.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the graduates of the class of 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the staff from the Registrar's Office and the Facilities Services for their work in preparing for this wonderful convocation. I would also like to thank our string duo, Marion Stratton and Linda Minty, and our piper, Craig Waite. You are invited to join us for a reception in the Parrott Center immediately following the ceremony. I declare the Convocation 2016 officially closed. I would ask that everyone please rise for the singing of the Royal Anthem and remain standing for the recessional. Thank you.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.